Welcome to the Wager Makers Podcast with Webb and Smitt.
Brick by brick, baby. I'm freaking out, Webb.
I was told there'd be no man. Stupidity's going to be an asset. What a bunch of crybabies.
Hello, my name is Steve Smith, and this is Rob Weber. Say hey, Webb.
Hello. What's up, Smitt?
Is this your first time, Webb? Let's go. I'm Smith, that's Webb, and we are the Wager Makers, and this is the Wager Maker Podcast. Webb, this is Wager Maker Podcast number 41, right in Coronaville.
Number 41, another easy one for me, Smitt. Like I said, Tom Seaver, and then the legendary Dallas Cowboys safety, Charlie Wooders, number 41.
Dirk Nowitzki is pretty good, too. I don't know, I feel like you used Tom Seaver before. Has he had different numbers with different teams? You picking him 2-3 times on this thing, or is that
Nah, just once.
All right.
I'm no homer.
So, today I got Dr. Juice. Dr. Juice. This is fancy-ass looking beer. Look, it's like tie-dye looking shit in a can. It's from Paris Brewing, which is in Broussard, Louisiana. 6% alcohol by volume, and it's an IPA.
Happy Juice. I like the name.
Dr. Juice.
Dr. Juice.
Pretty good. It's got like a picture of a doctor-looking guy on the front. Good, very appropriate right now as we're going through the coronavirus, the CV.
There you go. You just cured yourself. Cured for everything.
If you're wondering what all those noises are, we got special guests. Mike's moving around. We're going to introduce him right now. We got right out there in L.A. right now is Mike Reed. And we got from – what's up, Mike? We got from New Jersey, we got Mike Lynch.
What's up?
You remember him from coming in last in the intern competition?
Distant third. You got beat by the ambulance.
Hey, I'm a third-string intern.
Fresh off a brand new hairdo. Look at this fucking guy's haircut. You met him last week.
Straight out of 1976 Times Square. Travis Bickle we got here.
Sean Payton's personal friend, best friend, Chris Garjul.
You looking at me? Yeah. You looking at me?
All right. If you want to know what the inside joke is, it's that Garjul has a new mohawk haircut. I think he needed to kill about 8 extra minutes today with his kids, and that's what he had to do, was cut off his hair.
Exactly right.
It's getting to us all. Just another Garjul's hair, another victim of the coronavirus.
I had a deal with my little boy. We'll both do it. He was like, yeah, we'll both do it, yeah. And then they did mine, and he's like, I'm not doing that.
Market.
Right, exactly.
Right, that's right.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, that's great.
So, boys, wanted to mention, just start off, I have absolutely no outline today. There's no sports to bet on, where Webb's probably got a few things on there. I think he mentioned he's got a couple wagers going. Scott Wheatley's been doing pretty good in our they're having a horse racing at empty tracks and everything else, so he's been doing decent at that. Today's opening day in baseball, fellas. How you feel about that? It's kind of a sad day that there's no opening day.
Sad day. Usually big one going from 11:30 till 11:30 at night these days, Smith, but nothing. Crickets, man. Crickets. Sad day, boys. You got to shave your head to get something going these days.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. In this group, man, it's too bad this isn't a video podcast because me and Webb got a lot of fucking hair compared to this crew.
That's right. That's coming next, video. Yep, there you go. Face for radio.
How'd your boy do on the horse races at that Louisiana race last week?
I'm not positive last week. Webb, you were keeping track, I think.
The first day he did good. The Louisiana Derby, I think he had the winner, and then and whoever finished third. And then the next day, he kind of shit the bed the next day. So he's got to recoup. He owes me some money coming into this week, so we'll see what he's got coming up here.
Here, he sent me an email today. He sent me an email today, yesterday, with some of his reports. So I guess there's been 14 races. He said he's had 11 winners, 8 trifectas, 5 superfectas. Just checking in here, the results and upcoming races so far. A few races have been postponed or canceled, and so I'll be putting out some picks for the next couple races coming up.
Right.
Yeah, the racing.
Out of 14 races, he had 11 winners.
I believe that's what he said. I don't know if that's just in the money or what.
They doing it fan free?
Yeah, no one in the stands.
Yeah.
Just a bigger race, just the qualifying races. They moved the Derby to September.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
What about the
other two?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. They usually follow it, so I guess they would probably. I guess they could do it it would be all over by November. I guess they could probably make it happen if they wanted to.
I would imagine a big chunk of money is coming from the people going to that thing, right? I mean, it's so big. That's big party and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the local, especially after, local economies would want it for sure. I guess I don't know what that means for the Haskell. Haskell's used, I don't know what the,
the Haskell.
That would be the jump off.
Right?
Haskell's the first week in August now. Used to be the last Sunday. They keep moving it back. So I guess that would be the kickoff. That's interesting because we usually get the Kentucky Derby winner there. We had Big Brown a couple times.
Man, that was a great race. Remember we saw Big Brown at the Haskell?
That was crazy.
Man, that was amazing.
Yeah.
He was like coming around for that last quarter, just turned on another speed.
Yeah,
it was really one of the most amazing things I ever seen on the horse. And it was something.
He's a big fucking horse too.
Yeah,
American Pyro's been there. They've all been there. Maximum Security was there. So I just thought about that now.
Remember when I won $6,000?
I'll forget. It's like, Mike, that's going to be a big one. Like, how much you think? I'm like, I don't know. It's going to be a big one.
I think right away, too, your wife already spent it. She was like, we're getting new floors. We're getting new hardwood floors. She said, give your friends money now. I think you threw down $500 for everybody at the bar right away.
That was an all-time great day. All-time great day.
Yeah, he tried to spend it at the Parker house.
He laid down $500 for us, so I'll get drinks right away and said, nobody asked me for shit after this.
Yeah, that's right. You guys know.
Messenger had like $10 on the winning horse and thought he's like, I won $400. I'm like, I want something bigger because it was trifecta. We'll find out in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that was a good horse racing story, no doubt.
That was a fun day. Yep. Yeah, carte blanche to Haskell.
Then our buddy Mole at Leggett's.
Oh, that's even funnier. That was even better. That was even better than $6,000.
That's better than winning $6,000.
Want to elaborate?
Yeah, exactly.
He got thrown out like 4 times.
Yeah. Who was the girl?
Who came back in?
And there was some poor girl who was with us. Was that Margie's friend, Reed? I don't know who it was, but he was poor girl.
I think she was probably with you, Garjul.
Some blonde, right?
Maybe one of Joe's friends or somebody.
Oh yeah. I think Joe did bring some of her friends.
At one point, she just straight up turned her back on him and just said, "Please tell him to leave me alone." I can't help you.
We can't control that dog. That dog's out of the doghouse.
Ultimately, harmless. We just got to deal with the annoyance.
Exactly. Yeah, normally you get thrown out of a bar. That's it. You get thrown out, you're out. But he gets thrown out, and he sneaks back in, and he gets thrown out, and then he comes back in the back door, and he gets thrown out.
Won't crawl through the heating ducts and shit like he was in Ocean's 11 or some shit.
That's right. Yeah, they put him in the box. They put him in the cooler.
Exactly. Well, he came in with the garbage.
Right.
Oh God. We got to get back together for that house.
That'd be great. Yeah, that's interesting. I gotta look that up. I wonder. Mama's supposed to be opening, which it will not. This is crazy. I don't know what bookmakers are doing for these poor bookmakers I've been supporting for 30 years. I don't.
What are they doing? They're spending the beats with your money.
Yeah, that's right. Surprised my phone's not right.
It's been pretty good for me, I got to tell you. One of my biggest vices is gambling. Some people might turn to drinking and drugs. My biggest vice is gambling, and I haven't been during this stressful time. It's been shutting me down, so it's probably saved me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh God, they miss you. They miss you.
Sure they do.
What's Vegas doing during this whole thing? How much money is being lost in Vegas?
God, shut down, boarded up, dude. MGM, Caesars, every place
locked
on
down.
the strip, shut down.
I got no sympathy for them. They've been collecting our money forever.
That's right. That's right.
So you're in California. What's it like out there? What's like living out there? You just moved. Just so people know, Reed just got a new job in California and moves out from New Jersey to California. And
he's sitting outside.
I think he came straight from the epicenter of New Jersey, New York, and brought the coronavirus to California.
Brought it in. Family brought that with the luggage.
California's.
I thought you were going to say he came from Wuhan.
It's good. It's weather's awesome. A little chilly tonight. It's probably in the mid 50s, so it's a little chilly right now, but it's awesome out here. Kids adapt it well. They love it. I mentioned before, smaller house, smaller yard, more expensive.
Yeah.
But paying for the people so far. And we got, I don't think, there you go. See the view, Garjul?
I can't. Oh, dude, no way, man.
Yeah, nice.
You look like you're living in wine country or something over there.
Yeah, so we're just about due east of San Clemente, so we're in southern Orange County.
Yeah. Nice. That's good living.
About 20 minutes from the beach.
Yeah.
When's O'Dude stopping by? Do you get deliveries from O'Dude yet?
I don't, but I got to get in touch with that guy.
Yeah.
He's still running around doing that.
He's driving around somewhere.
I was on the phone with him, and he
lives in Brentwood,
don't
I think.
touch me. He's trying to hand the guy weed. He's like, don't touch me.
Yeah, that's right. It comes in a package.
It's hard to hand out weed 6 feet away from somebody.
Right.
That's what he was doing, dude. People are coming to the car.
Did the legalization hurt his business?
No, I guess he had it set up, but he had his customers, and they're all happy. He just makes it happen still. So he's just got it rolling still.
It's like the old days in Sheep Meadow. Throw it on the
He's a milk. By the way, let's emphasize he's a milk delivery person.
Yeah, exactly.
He delivers milk.
I probably shouldn't be just talking about it's like everyday illegal moves, but you know. We're talking about Dave Smitt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's illegal out here.
I'm sure.
Well,
no one cares about anything now. As long as it's 6 feet away, do whatever you want. As long as you're just one other person. As long as it's not more than 10 people, it's legal.
Oh, really?
No.
There you go.
There you go.
Dave wouldn't do anything illegal anyway, so don't worry about it.
So Webb, what you got? Some things that you mentioned, a couple bets that you have out there, some things you can bet on.
I got an XFL bet out there. I got an NBA future that I don't know what's going to happen with. I just bet Jameis Winston what team he's going to go to. What team he's not going to go to.
Where do you think he's going?
What team he's not going to go to?
Yeah, I think he's going to go to the Steelers. So I bet any other team. It was like the Redskins, the Raiders, the Patriots, something else. I just bet
odds on that? What odds do you get on that kind of bet?
Plus 250. Yeah, so I don't see where it is. It's all kinds of draft bets. The props are still up for MLB, NBA. Actually, nothing for NBA is still up there. NHL, it's all still up there.
What'd you do on the futures of the NBA?
I got the over for the Bucks, 56 and that's a winner or something.
Oh yeah,
they got 53 wins now. Yeah, 56 and a half. But they got to play. I don't know if they're just going to go right to the playoffs. What they're talking about.
Oh, what happens if they don't play?
I'm sure it just comes off. It's going to be they don't finish the season. I'm sure it'll just go away. And I guess with that future bet for the XFL, I think that's going to happen with the same thing. But there's some money to be made in some of these drafts. I think if you had some money, you could make some cash.
Yeah, if you knew somebody, you make some cash too.
Yeah, well, I don't see Joe Burrow getting past them. Who's going to be after number 3 overall? First wide receiver drafted, first running back drafted, first linebacker drafted, first safety drafted, first tight end drafted. That's what it's down to. That's it. First offensive line. That's what we're down to. This is what it is. You're betting on fucking. It's the lottery. That's all this. That's all this. That's it. Just flip a coin. I'll flip a coin. They're gonna have a coin flip and just keep betting it every time.
So
maybe, back to basketball.
It's up to you to make some odds for this coronavirus bet that we got rolling right now, Rob. You got to put some odds on this whole thing.
I gotta see. What are you saying, Regis?
With basketball, would they honor that bet at all now? If
it goes straight to the playoffs, I'm sure it'll be no bet. It'll just come off.
But even if they play the 10 games, I mean, are they going to, how many other teams aren't going to be able to get?
I don't know what they're going to do. This is unprecedented. How many games do they play? It looks like they're 50. They're probably at 60. You're only looking at 20 games, so I don't know. They're probably either going to play them all or not. So.
And when's baseball right now? Is it on hold until May 1st?
Indefinitely. Today was supposed to be opening day. Little League, I got something from Little League yesterday or the other day. You can't do anything with Little League until May 11th. Not that it has anything to do with Major League Baseball, but that's from Little League. Yeah, hey, believe me, I'll lay some odds on that shit. Do what you got to do.
I think the NFL announced today they're still planning on going on with the draft as scheduled on like April 24th or 25th or something. That just
23rd. Well, they're saying no one's going to be there. Yeah, and then there's a big deal between Goodell and the GMs or something.
About what?
I guess they want him to postpone it. He's not postponing it.
They just do that shit by satellite. They ought to, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the big deal is. It's fucking.
You guys can host it right down here.
That's it. We'll have it right here. It's the most boring thing in the world. It's horrible. I went to one at Madison Square Garden like 1995. Me, Johnny Kradensky, and Jeff Rickus. It was ridiculous.
Standing around for 20 minutes.
It was long as hell, dude. Long as hell. Never. Crazy. It's when year they drafted Keyshawn Johnson, though.
So it was the highlight of the year for a Jets fan, though.
It was. They had the number one pick, Keyshawn Johnson. It was. That's why we went.
That's what I'm saying. Every other game sucks for the Jets fan.
Right.
Go to draft,
It's the best time of year. You're that throwing. It's the best time of year for you.
They're still in it. They're still in it.
That's right.
We gotta sell a lot. Oh God! It wouldn't surprise me though if Vegas just took your money on those bets, because I'm sure y'all remember the story. One of my favorite gambling stories of when we all were in Vegas and we bet on Wisconsin.
Oh, I was home.
UNLV for the first game ever that UNLV that you could bet on a Las Vegas team the first year, and this was the first game. That UNLV you could bet on. We all rode on Wisconsin and went out to eat at the steakhouse and ordered everything on the menu. $100 steaks. We came outside and said NA and a bunch of red sweatshirt angry folks, and they said you ain't getting paid because the lights went out.
They blew up the lights.
44 minutes, and if it went 46 minutes, then they would have paid, but with no storm, no nothing. 44 minutes into the game, somehow the lights went out.
That game is famous in gambler lore.
Yeah, and it happened to be that we were all riding that thing. That was crazy.
Well, everybody was riding. That's why. If anybody had the other way.
So you broke up, and you might have said it, but we really got turned on to that game when we were playing blackjack. There was an offensive lineman from like the 1995 Wisconsin Rose Bowl team that was like, if you own a house, put your house on it. He was an alumni that we're playing cards with.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All I knew was everybody's in on it. I put my little $150 in on it. Everybody else is banging it for more than that. But I do know that we all went and ate a bunch of steaks and wine and or give us everything on the menu. $3,000 bill. Wait a second.
Crazy.
And probably every Big Ten team, the place was probably packed with Wisconsin people for that game. Every casino, everything was on one side.
Yeah, that was good. And that's why they should never let them bet on Vegas teams.
Yeah, they'll be betting on them now.
The Raiders, ever, right? That's
Raiders
the first pro team ever there, right?
No, the Black Knights, Golden Knights.
Yeah, Golden Knights.
The hockey.
Yeah.
So what about next year? Instead of doing college football, we do the Raiders in Vegas.
Hey, the Saints are playing there this year.
Are they?
We should have been on that, but we don't know when it is yet. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But we could do it. We could do a Vegas trip. No doubt.
Yeah. I've been to Vegas in a long
I don't know. I mean, I almost like us giving all the money to each other instead of all of us giving the money to Vegas.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But that's just me.
I got my Jameis Winston here. The teams are Jacksonville, Miami, Washington, New Orleans, Denver, New England, Las Vegas, the Chargers, and the Bucks. I bet the field. So I'm saying he's not going to be on one of those teams week one.
You think he's going Pittsburgh?
That's what I've been reading, but
Have you guys seen the picture of Big Ben lately?
Yeah, Bigger Ben? Yeah.
No,
oh my God, dude.
He looks like Lynch, but the guy that ate Lynch. He's got the
He
big
doesn't
beard.
look like he's coming to play football next year. He looks like he gave up the game.
Looks like he got stung by a bee. He stays still over him. Got to owe him $100 million.
He's pregnant. He got to take blood.
Yeah. Got stung by a bee. I'm saying he's allergic. He blew up like a tick.
He got stung in his belly. No, I haven't seen it. I got to check that out. He gave up.
He was always big.
Drew Brees did today, just make himself more of a legend. Saw Drew Brees did today, gave $5 million.
$5 million bucks or something, right? Yeah.
Coronavirus cause. Yep.
I did see that.
Yeah. Just to make him more of a
ingratiate himself more to the bayou. Right.
It was possible, and he did it. Yeah, we'll see.
Dude throws a pick in it.
What about you guys? What about that free agency that happened this last week? Let's talk about that now.
I think we hit a lot of that, but obviously we can touch on it more. Tom, what are you talking about? Tom Brady? We got Tom Brady. We got
Tom Brady. Yeah,
Bridgewater goes to Carolina. Where do you think, Webb? Where do you think Cam Newton will end up?
I would have said Chicago up until Nick Foles went over there. I don't know. I don't think he'd go to New England. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know if that would happen. I don't know. I don't know where he's going to land, to be honest with you. I think San Diego or LA likes going to stick with Tyrod Taylor, I think. So, and then a rookie. I don't know. I'm not sure where he's going to end up. That's interesting. I don't know if they're waiting for someone to get hurt or what, but I don't know where Winston's going to end up either. Jameis at least could be a back. I don't know that, Cam Newton's going to come somewhere and not start. So I don't know. But I would have said Chicago for sure up until just the other day. I don't know. It's a tough one.
That guy was a beast a couple years ago.
Which one? Who, Cam? Yeah, but he can't. I mean, you take away the physicality of his game. He can never throw. He's never accurate. So that's the problem.
And eventually, I think the style of play he has is just taking his toll on his body.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. He can't be running around all the time.
Yeah. I think that style of fashion might have taken his toll too. That high couture grandma stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I mean, yeah. Then you add the fact it's a douchebag, it just makes it hard.
Exactly. Dude was wearing a scarf like my Italian aunt used to wear. She wear all old stuff.
Right. And these 70-year-old white GM loved that look.
It was like my Aunt Dolores would wear if it was out raining. She would put that thing over her hair so her bouffant don't get wet. He would wear that kind of shit.
Aunt Dolores. I don't know. What are you thinking about that, Smith? Where's he going to end up?
I don't know. I think he's washed up. I don't think any team would pay for that. Why would
backup?
That would be shocking if he's not on the team. That would be there's no way.
Well, but I don't think he's planning on going somewhere as a backup.
Right.
I don't know. Why would you not? Why would you not just go sit the damn bench somewhere and collect?
Dude, he's Cam fucking Newton.
He's Cam fucking Newton. Will not allow that, right?
All right. I guess you
are you going to be the GM that brings him in, gives him a few bucks, and puts him on the bench, and has him being Cam Newton on the sideline every day, sitting on the bench? How's that help your team in any way?
You're right. You ain't going to pay to bring in problems.
I don't see any. I mean, I looked through the whole league here. I'd say the only team that Jacksonville,
maybe
fucks up. Cincinnati, who's there? I mean, they're getting. Who was the quiz? Andy Dalton.
Well, they're going to have Joe Burrow. They're going to have Joe Burrow.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's out. Yeah, there's no other team really that needs a quarterback.
Didn't Cincinnati just picked up the safety from the Saints, right? The Von
Bell. Yeah.
Von Bell.
A lot of guys.
The Saints got
the
Saints picked up Malcolm Jenkins, former Saint from Philly for a long time. But man, he's pretty long in the tooth at this point. I mean, he's got to be past his damn prime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but he's been playing. He had some good seasons on it for the Eagles.
He's been great. He's been great. He was great for the Saints. I think they always thought they made a mistake letting him get away. But how do you let a guy get away for 5 more years and then now you're going to pick him up again? I get he's a nice guy and probably a good guy for the locker room and all that shit. But Von Bell's like a young 4th-year player getting ready for his second contract. That's like a Pro Bowl type. He's going to be what Malcolm Jenkins was with Philly for 5 years in Cincinnati now. If they just kept him, they could have had that. But I like Malcolm Jenkins a lot, but I just think, he's been in the league 8-9 years now or something.
I wonder if Cam Newton would go to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
If they take Tua, they need someone to play. They got Fitzpatrick, but that's my prediction to Dolphins.
There you go. We'll keep an eye on it.
You're first.
Do they have any odds or numbers for Cam or just Jameis?
That's a good question.
That's what I'm here for.
That's it. They see Prescott's getting ready to be the highest paid player in the NFL.
What?
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's what they're saying. Yep. Most money in history of the NFL. What a joke. He could fornicate himself with the sharp stick, Smith, like I said.
That's our new one.
Yeah. No.
That's your boy, the Cowboys.
8-8. Jerry Jeudy, we could bet on where he's going.
Hey, they got
He'll be the first wide receiver that goes, I think.
Yeah.
They got numbers up for the next season for NFL for over under for the wins and losses yet.
They do. Yep. Saints are 10.5 again.
10.5. Yeah.
I got hosed on that.
I got hosed on that last year.
Yeah,
I went with the under.
Looking at it, and you were like, "There's no way they're going to do that." And
Here's why.
I just thought it was a good play. I thought it was a good play to go the other way.
Will Chase Young be drafted over or under the second and 2.5 picks? He's definitely going to go in the top 2, isn't he?
I'm looking at 2 right here.
Well, the only way he doesn't go 2 is if Washington drafts Tua. Or else they traded, I guess. That's another.
I can't imagine Tua going that high with his injury.
I would take I'd take him number 1. He's better than Burrow.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. I mean, just there's too much shit for Burrow to go Ohio kid. It makes much sense, but I would take Tua number 1. He's out of all the players, he's just gifted. He's better than any. And I don't think Chase Young is that good, but
I don't think Chase Young's that great. I feel like he disappeared in some of Ohio State's biggest games.
Yeah. And that,
I don't ever remember watching Ohio State in a big game this year and be like, man, this guy's dominant. I remember seeing him look good against shit teams.
Right.
But I don't think like in a big game against Clemson, I don't think he did a whole lot. But, in the big games, I didn't see him popping his head out all the time. Michigan, stuff like that.
Ogden was better. I thought the cornerback was real good. I love him too. I would take him too. Over under 4.5 quarterbacks in the first round. I don't know. I can't believe
the kid from Oregon
they're taking just Jordan Love. That motherfucker didn't do shit in that bowl game for us.
Kansas State. Was that
Utah State?
Utah State.
Yeah. I don't know who the fifth would be. Would maybe be Fromm or.
Who's Herbert, right?
Tua, Herbert, Burrow, and Love.
What about Eason? They talk about Eason a little bit.
Eason, Fromm. I would probably bet over that. Cowboys are 9.5 wins. Reader, are you a Rams fan now or a Chargers fan?
I'm not a Rams fan now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You see the new uniforms?
I did. They're terrible.
Yeah,
they're crappy.
They had to send Eric Dickerson out to run PR for him to calm the fan base down. I thought anybody cared. All they care about in LA is the uniform.
How about Bennett?
Chargers should be good though.
I'm going Clippers though.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, Bomber just bought the arena, so they're going to get their own building, right?
Who did?
Yeah.
Steve Ballmer, the Microsoft guy. He owns the Clippers.
Not Obama.
Right. Yeah, Steve Ballmer, right? Ballmer.
I thought he said Obama.
No, yeah, of course. He's a big hoop fan.
He does love hoops.
Who said the Democrats don't have money?
Who said that?
Yeah.
It makes $1 million a speech.
That's right.
Hey, talking about ball, I just saw this article about Klay Thompson. He wants to stay with the Warriors so he can go into the Hall of Fame with Steph.
That's why.
Is he Hall of Fame material?
Well, he's going to have 7. Well, how many championships does he have? So yeah, I mean he'll be borderline. His number would be how many? He's got what 3 or 4
Maybe
for sure.
3. How many Golden State got? Like 3.
Yeah, so he's got 3. He's probably led the league. I mean he'll be.
I mean his numbers are good, but I just don't know if it's over a long enough time span at this point. We'll see.
Right.
If he can keep doing what he's doing for 3 or 4 more years, maybe.
At least. Right, at least. Yep. But I mean, those guys, the league is so different now. All you just stand there and shoot. They can't tell you can't play defense. There's no defense. You just sit there and shoot the ball. I mean, they pimped it out. They took the rules and took them to their advantage. They don't have a center. Draymond Green was their center.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that, he was the second best player on a team that ran the league for 5 or 7 years. You know, they win every year, but he was probably top 5.
What's the chance if say the NBA just starts up again, right? Say in a month it starts up again. How many people are going to be getting hurt from not running hard for a month?
Well, that's the thing. You can't. That's why you can't do that. No, you'd have to. Yeah, that's what Mark Cuban said they're going to start playing. What, May something, or what did he say? Mid-April maybe. And he got.
Yeah, but even that, like, that dude's just going full speed all of a sudden.
You can't. No, you got to have at least 4 weeks of some type of training.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Something, or else you just have a whole bunch of injuries.
Right, and these dudes aren't the most. I mean, the majority of these dudes aren't the most disciplined. That was their structure, and these motherfuckers, they're sitting on the couch smoking weed. Man. That's what they're doing.
I think even if you're disciplined, you're not out there making them fast moves. Like you're not playing.
No, you're not playing NBA basketball.
Right, exactly.
Right. No matter what, you'd be working out, running on the treadmill. Right.
Right.
So how do they have the season? If they're not going back till May 15th, they need 4 weeks. Season's over.
Well, I mean, the season runs till June anyway. I mean, you're only looking. That's what I'm saying. They may just come back and start. That's what they're talking about. Just coming back and starting the playoffs, regular playoff time. You know what I mean? So you'd start the playoffs in May. Take April as the ramp up and start playing. You know, it's first week in May, and you still could end at the end of June.
Right. You get just a couple weeks before that to get into shape or whatever it is.
Right. Take the month of May.
Right.
Or a month of April. But that's not going to happen. So I'd already be talking about that. So you're already
They
back.
should do a little preliminary matchup and get like the teams from number 6 to 10 do a little playoffs first to see who gets the final thing. Then the Pelicans.
Got nothing to do with the Pelicans. I don't know.
No, but I mean, if you're in the hunt,
don't worry.
If you're in the hunt, you're a few games back. if you were in the hunt a few games back, why not have teams 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9, and 10 play a little 2-gamer? Play a little 2-gamer, 2, 3-gamer?
Right. Or whoever's in 9th place right now, maybe just set them in there somehow.
Or just put them at number 1. Put the team that's the 9th seed, move them up to number 1, and then it would be fair to everybody.
That's basketball.
This way you heard it. That's a good idea.
Seems fair to me.
But I don't know why they couldn't bring it back till, I guess, in October. I don't know why they couldn't extend the season until August.
Yeah, exactly. What's the difference? It's inside.
And then I guess they're worried about the 2021 season would start again on Halloween. So they would have.
Listen, the players can't really bitch. They're all going to get $1,200. So
that's right.
So really, they're all about to get They're all about to get some government cheese and get that $1,200. So I mean, they can't bitch about playing a few extra games or going to October.
$500 per kid, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God! For some of those people, that's a lot of money.
That's a couple. That's easy money.
I got to get me some more kids.
That's right. I'll be calling for the paternity test now.
They'll finally be saying that, volunteering. That is my kid. That is my kid.
We'll start getting DNA tests all over the place.
He looks like me. He looks like me.
That is good.
Yep.
Oh God.
I don't know. Yankees are still the favorite to win the World Series. I don't see that happening though.
A World Series or the Yankees winning it?
World Series. It is crazy.
How many people they got on IR already?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Well, who's out for the season? Severino out for the season?
Severino's out. The other dude's still. What's the dude? Jermaine? He's still arrested. The Yankees are plus 350.
That's not even that bad odds.
No, that's still the highest though. Syndergaard just got Tommy John. That screwed them. And the Yankees, the Dodgers are 375. There you go, Reed. You could be a Dodger fan. That's good.
Yeah.
Yankee. Or Bennett just came.
Too dangerous to go to the games.
Exactly.
Yeah, just don't go to the Giant kick.
And go to Yankee games in Anaheim.
There you go.
Hey, G, you see those fucking ice cubes? You know how much work I'm going to have to do in fucking post-production with that shit? To get that fucking ice cube shit out of there?
I'm sorry.
See, that's how good it is.
I tried to keep that out of sight. I didn't think
totally forgot.
Yeah, out of sight. You can hear it. It's like a fucking bomb. It's like an ice cube bomb going off in my ears.
That's right. It won't be the intern. They don't have the Astros on here. They're off. Oh, there they are. Plus 5.
I need an intern. That's what I need.
We all need an intern. Interns are good.
We were so close to having a real intern until this fucking Corona V.
That's right. We had. Yeah. We got to start from scratch.
Damn it.
Webb is on Twitter now though, but I have not seen a lot of action on there.
Yeah. I don't even know how to get on. I don't even know my numbers. Lynch, get on that.
He's like, fuck you, I didn't win. Fuck you, I didn't win. I'm not the intern.
Yeah. I'm third string.
Right. Well, that's what
we're going to hear from Nick Perone and Chad about why Lynch has been on again, and they haven't.
Right. I'm going to hear that. I'll hear it from Perone tomorrow.
Lynch is the Cam Newton of widget makers.
Right.
A crybaby, but really fashionable.
They told me he'd do it.
Perone was amazing during that show.
That was scary. Yeah, he's famous now. He's famous around the neighborhood around here now.
He did way too much.
He on the golf trip, Webb?
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to actually leave this morning.
Was he on the one that I went on?
He was, yeah. Yep. Nick, yeah. Yep. FBI guy.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. We were supposed to leave today for West Palm, actually. Another casualty.
Yeah.
I hope this shit is cleared up by our October trip.
I was just going to say, what are you guys thinking?
I paid for the fucking Airbnb to fucking Corona.
We're going there.
I'm going. I'm going.
Game or no game, we're going.
For sure of that.
Really, it won't be that close quarters in those games. Those games, you're really not that close quarters. They paint the lines on the benches, and everybody sits on each other's fucking lap.
It's the worst. And then they say you can't have a drink.
Right.
Well, yeah. It just shows we won't be there that long. So
Yeah.
All right. Lynch, No more drunk texting on Friday nights if this is what you're coming with. If this is how you're rocking on a Thursday.
Right. This is like church Sunday, Lynch.
Right. You got all that smack to say on Friday nights.
Right.
Maybe I told you to set it up for Friday night.
Maybe we'll start doing a show on Friday nights now because you had all that shit to say, and then we have you on, and you're like,
one text message, and you want to say that.
I thought you were bringing Friday Night Lynch.
One text message.
He's got nothing.
25 years of Lynch and Friday nights.
Right. Exactly.
All right. I guess we'll wrap it up. Fellas, it's great seeing you guys. Thanks for coming on.
Love the technology.
Mike, and Chris.
All right, brother.
You guys too.
Great seeing you.
Quick. Everybody stay safe, healthy. Keep your families safe and healthy. Real quick. Don't forget John Grove for the Bumper Music, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, Podbean, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Devin's going to tell you about what to do for YouTube.
Hi, this is Devin Weber. When you go on the Wager Makers podcast webpage, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell to put on your post notifications. Thank you.
Thanks, Devin. I would tell you that you could monitor our picks on sportsbotsmonitor.com, but we don't have any. And I hope everybody stays safe and healthy. Thank you for listening.
Get on the field with Jameis.
Thank you guys for being here. Webb,
for the draft.
Take us out, Weber.
Thanks for coming on, boys. Great seeing you. Everybody stay safe. Everybody listen to what Debbie said. Subscribe, like, and hit your notifications. Video is coming soon. We're going to pressure Smitt to do it. Since I'm on social media, Smitty could get us on video. That's it, boys. Peace out, man. See you soon.
Hey.
Peace, guys.
All right.
Peace.
Boys, later.
Stay safe.